Oh hey, it's just what I was looking for. This is the weird sort class. When it's run, it takes unsorted numbers.txt and it prints each number to the console in order. Up at the top, we got the boring imports, the public class weird sort, the main method setup, right? But then we hit this super interesting line right here. For int current files.lines path.of unsorted numbers.txt map to int integer parse int dot to array. And this is fairly simple to break down. We just go piece by piece. Files.lines path of unsorted numbers.txt. This takes in unsorted numbers.txt and creates a stream of strings that is each line in the file. Map.int converts each string into an integer. And then finally, to array converts each of the stream of integers now into an integer array. And then way back here, this just assigns current to each integer in the array is assigned to current for the loop. Okay. Here, a thread is created for each integer in the array, right, from the for loop. And then it's given the logic to sleep for the amount of seconds that the integer is, and then finally prints it out to the console. Here's a catch interrupted exception, which if we look at the documentation for thread.sleep right here, it has the potential to throw an interrupted exception if it's interrupted by another thread during its sleep. And then we have .start to start the thread that was created. And finally, at the end, we have an IO exception for the files reading if the file name is wrong. There we go. Okay. So that's what each line does. But I've got a pretty good way of visualizing this algorithm. Weird sort is acting like a juggler who can throw balls in the air for very precise times. Like this one for 1 second, this one for 3 seconds, this one for 5 seconds. And because the for loop executes in a fraction of a second, all the balls are being thrown in the air at comparatively the same time. The lower numbers stop sleeping first, they're printed first, and the higher numbers sleep for longer and are printed later. This comes with an interesting side effect that this sorting algorithm takes at least the number of seconds of the highest value in your list. And if that's something you want, I think this would be a perfect bit of code for you. But for me, I think I'll stick to quicksort.